Hello and welcome back to Speed Freak Garage, home of power sports on YouTube. So we are going to make progress today. And I want to say I was really hard on Jegs for sending an incorrect bracket. However, I talked to them on the phone that same night, and in only 2 days, and they delivered it Saturday before noon, they had the correct bracket to me. So even though they had originally sent me the wrong part, really the responsibility was that ICT Billet is a bunch of assholes who can't send the right part to save their lives. And Jags just got caught up in the middle. So thank you, Jags, for sending the correct bracket 2-day overnight, Saturday delivery shipping. So we got the right bracket, and now we can finish the freaking job, finally. As long as nothing else in the kit is wrong, which they said they checked a couple different kits and they believe it was just that one bracket that was in that one kit that was wrong. So we'll see. Man, that's really close. That's really close. Look at that. That might be a little pain in the butt later on. Like, wow. How am I going to get I could just leave it capped off. I think that's kind of important to let that breathe, though. And, of course, the heater turns on. Might end up taking this whole thing back off later because of that. Oh, I hope this clears the manifold. Better check. Holy fuck. That's gonna be something to get a little, probably have to put the hose around. I think that's what this is for, this is a, for the breather. I can't see, well, but it's after the throttle body, so that doesn't make much sense, does it? Well, wait, does this even go anywhere? It's not, there's no hole in there for it. That's confusing. Oh boy. This is a shit show. Anyway. I think what we should do is install the manifold first, which means that we need to install not this. We need to install the crank sensor plug. And I also found out that there's a good chance that, well, no, I know for a fact now that this is a 24X reluctor wheel, but the sensor that AutoZone sold me for this model vehicle is a 58X because it's the gray sensor. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know if there's two different engines for that truck. You know, like, I don't know. It's frustrating. Anyway. Can at least do the easy stuff right now. So this unfortunately is also an ICT part, so It seems like they do a lot of the parts for this stuff, which means you'd think they'd get it right the first time. Come on. Apologize for the heater noise. I accidentally left the entry door open while I was working on something, so. Come on. Okay. O-ring. Now my assumption is that the O-ring goes around this O-ring land. Just like that. Okay. And then probably a good idea to use a little oil on it because you don't want it to get caught and ripped on all that sharp metal down there. So okay, so we can feed it down in. Oh boy. Maybe a little more oil. It's a pretty tight fit. Okay. Come on. Man, it doesn't want to go in. Now it doesn't want to come out. Oh wow, that really... What the hell? Where's that assembly grease at? That probably a little bit smarter. Not gasket maker. That would be dumb. Okay. Use a little of this assembly grease then, since it okay. Okay, so come on, there we go. Just needed a little lube. Hole was dry. So as with everything on this engine, has been like 18 foot-pounds. So I'm just going to automatically assume that this is 18 foot-pounds since there was no instructions provided. 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, now the next is to install the oil sensor that, it turns out it is a 27 millimeter wrench, or 27 millimeter, it's just this part of the block. I should have done it before I did the valley cover, but it's too late now. I don't want to take the valley cover off a second time because I don't think that's a good idea. So we're just going to have to use a crescent wrench like Chris suggested, which sucks because I hate crescent wrenches. I think they're evil. But we don't have a choice now, so it kind of sucks the 27 millimeter socket won't fit. That's great anti-theft. Yeah, this sucks. This is not something you should try at home. If you have a better way to do this, by all means, tell me what the better way is, and then also don't use a crescent wrench. I hate crescent wrenches. Because now I can't get a torque spec on this, like, yee. Where's that 27? Because come on, nah. Damn, that bolt is in the way. I wonder. Ah, shit. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Just the one bolt. It is just a valley cover. It's not like it's holding pressure or doing anything important except keeping crankcase fumes out. There we go. Okay. That should save us about half an hour. So just have to be careful not to fuck up. Because it's like a spark plug. You seat it and then you go, you know, just enough to crush that little gasket there. And that's it. You don't want to go any more than that. Okay, so seated, and now, there we go. Okay, no more than that. All right, want to make sure our intake manifold still fits. Put this bolt back in. Excuse my sniffles, I'm still not over this cold. It's driving me nuts, completely nuts. I can't shake the cold. Okay, 18 foot-pounds, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, and then also we're gonna check all this stuff. Make sure the impact is doing its job. Okay, I'll leave that there for now. So, I can put this back and put this back on our 24 for rotating the crank. Okay, and then okay, so that's done. That's done. Do not like the way these wires are, but I don't see any better way to do it. So now this, the smart thing to do is to get a little oil on these seals so they seat right. So obviously we don't want to overdo it with the assembly grease because that wouldn't be good. So we just want to make sure all this is clean, and then we want to go back and oil the seals. I feel like that should be like there. Like there's supposed to be something holding, like a zip tie. I don't know. Put that in the middle for now, but so we're just gonna really quickly clean up. Okay, so see, there's a lot of dirt on that because whoever fucking prepared this engine was... So now, got plenty of oil all dripped down the side of this. I don't know how I did that, but I did, so... Might not be enough, though, to grease these. Okay, I'm gonna pause the camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down on here. Pretty decent fit, and it's a 2-pass torque down, and it really doesn't take that much torque. Man, that is... Shit. Should probably make sure I don't have to put the injectors in first. That wouldn't make any sense to me. Somebody's already opened this. Let me check the instructions, because I don't want to skip an important step and then have to go back and do it again, right? And also, I noticed this kit that they sent me only has one O2 sensor, so they want you to put it on the driver's side, so that means you're never going to have a balanced bank on your engines, which is unbelievably misleading considering the way they advertise this kit. No, it does say to install the manifold first. And then here, the torque specs are right here. I don't even have to pull them up off my phone. Here, I Googled them for no reason. So, basically, okay, they're showing... That's a completely different sensor. They're showing that this wire is supposed to go on this side. Okay. They left room for this. That's good. Yeah, and that's it's kind of frustrating because even the, even their instructions show that whatever supplier for the wire, whoever the supplier was, just cheaped out on the wire by a mile. So, it's nice. What would be the best? Don't want it to... Probably right there. Just like that. It doesn't go nowhere. Anywhere. I like that. And then when you put this connector on, it'll hold it down and it won't go anywhere. Cool. Okay. So, all right. First pass, 44 inch-pounds. Where are the bolts that they... There they are. So... I don't even know what these are for. Okay. Wait. They're supposed to be washers? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, what the hell? Made in USA, nice. Get myself a silver Sharpie and highlight that. Nope, getting called in for breakfast. I'm gonna pause this and come back. Okay, we're back from breakfast, so keep on working here. Okay, I need something to help me out here. Okay. Obviously we don't want to like snug them, you know, we want them to still be a little loose since there's so many of them that gotta go on and it's a very loose fit, or the bolts aren't even close to the size of the hole, so that the V of the engine is what seals it, meaning that this whole thing's just kind of floating on the engine really, so we want to give it plenty of chance to seat properly, so Okay, now since this is a giant piece of plastic, we got to be a little careful with how we do this. So it says the first pass in the sequence (44 inch-pounds), which is really not much. Like, it's so little that you actually are going to have to use a miniature torque wrench. So, at least, anyway, so, okay, so we got 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. I like this one because it's got this little slide lock. It's awesome. Don't know what these are for yet. Probably the injectors. That is now trash. And I don't even know why I'm installing this right now, honestly, because, you know, the 58X and 24X sensors, from what I read, have different connectors and have different operating voltages. So there's a chance this fucking kit won't even work. I don't know. I mean, the kit is technically for older engines, is my understanding. I mean, because the way that they have everything made on the kit. But the picture on the instructions here, so it shows the CKP crank position sensor. And as far as I can tell, that's a gray sensor. Like, it looks gray to me, so I mean, it's really hard to tell. Actually, I might get lucky and that might be black, meaning I just have to get a new black sensor from AutoZone. Yeah, although that's expensive as fuck and not something I expected to have to pay for, but... And then there's actually a coolant temperature sensor I'm missing that goes right there. And then also these D ports. Hopefully the circular exhaust manifold gasket will still work with those. It looks like the same bolt. I don't know. This shit, I thought this shit was all the same shit, but it's not all the same shit. There's tons of minor changes and other stupid shit that probably should have never changed. Okay, man, it's cold out here. Where's my... Oh, it's right there. What's the deal? The heater, 49.5. I just don't think this thing gets airflow. You know, it's off in the corner, so obviously it's going to be the last thing to see the low temperature since the garage doors are, you know. Anyway, okay. So, fuck, there's nowhere to put this thing that'll... Okay, so 1, and this wrench is really quiet, so man, it doesn't seem like it's getting tight. What the fuck is going on? It's like bending the washer. Are you kidding me? Store at 10 inch pounds. It's at 44 inch pounds. Come on. This is insane. Is this... I don't have any way to check it on something that's tighter. Oh, there it goes. Man, I hope the wrench wasn't stuck. That would piss me off. It's a lot of damage if that wrench was just stuck. Okay. And then 3 is this one. Wish I had a torque driver that you could set. That would be so cool. Saves so much time. You just set the driver itself and then zzz, click, done. Perfect. Those are really expensive though. I mean, really expensive. And you have to calibrate them a lot. Way more than a normal clicker wrench. Come on. What is the deal? Okay. And 4 is back here. Come on, what is the deal? It makes me so nervous. Okay. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it wants me to do 5. Okay, 5, and then 6 is up here. Okay. 7. Okay, 8. Okay, 9. Are you fucking kidding me? It just split. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Are you fucking shitting me? What the fucking shit? You know, something doesn't look right. Like, you know, looking back here, look at how damaged this is back here. It's almost like this is used. And it was like puttied back together. And the other thing is this says MAP, mass air pressure, but nothing's drilled. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. Did they... What is that? That's coolant temperature sensor. No, maybe it looks like it. Or is that intake air temperature? But these instructions aren't for the composite manifold. God, this thing looks like it's been installed before. And where would I put the intake air temperature sensor on this? Are you fucking kidding me? Install the map sensor to the back of the manifold as shown in the photo at right, then thread the air temperature sensor into front of the manifold. I don't see anywhere in the manifold for an air temperature sensor. Unless this is a mass airflow sensor. That's what that looks like. Or this could be the map. The map could be right here. But then where does the intake air temperature sensor go? That's kind of important. Fucking shit. These fucking assholes. Okay, oxygen sensor. Don't know what that's for. That's the actual tablet itself. Oh, that's the computer. Is this the tablet? Okay, this is the tablet. Okay, so this, let's see. Composite manifold, which whatever they sent me is fucking garbage. It looks like it's used. Throttle body, injectors, ECU, harness, sub-harness, 3-bar map sensor, 70050-10. That's got to be what this is, but the question is, why is it already installed? Cam sensor, sub-harness, IAT sensor, that's this, NOx sensor, sub-harness, O2 sensor, bung kit, controller cable, windshield mount, O2 sensor, composite fuel rail, stud, lock washer, hex nut, O-ring, map adapter, mass air pressure adapter. That would be this. Somebody already installed this and sent it back, and then the motherfuckers shipped it back out because this isn't supposed to be installed yet. Billet map adapter. Doesn't look billet to me. That looks plastic. Looks like somebody tried to seal it with tight fit EFI fuel pressure regulator, 0 to 100 oil filled pressure gauge. I'm a little pissed. I think the fuel pressure regulator is supposed to go here, maybe, which somebody No? Okay, I'm a little pissed now because there's nowhere for this to go unless it's on the throttle body. I'll have to check, but I highly doubt that. I'll have to fucking call the fuckers and wait on hold for 3 hours. Motherfuckers. And what am I gonna do about this cracked boss here? Because that's never gonna tighten now. Not to mention, is that going to leak air into the engine? Fuck! God, I hate these people. I mean, this is damaged. Like, somebody half-assed that. You've got to be kidding me. That's the mass air pressure. It's up front. Well, shit. I don't think it'd be smart to install anything else until I know what the hell is going on with this. Great. Really fucking great. So I went inside and looked at the throttle body, and the throttle body does not have anything for the intake air temperature sensor, obviously. So, and then also, I think I pointed out all these witness marks here from being messed with, but there's dents. There's a huge dent here, and there's a huge dent here. And then, not to mention this, whatever this garbage mess is back here. So, I mean, what the fuck? Where did the, what the hell? What'd I do with... So, I'm at least gonna tighten this, that way there's not uneven pressure. But I am not happy with this at all. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't feel like these washers are big enough for this. Scared to death I'm gonna fucking crack another boss. It's fucking ridiculous though. I mean, what the fuck? I guarantee you it's still not... Nah, it's still not up to torque, and it'll never be up to torque now. Because there's no fucking way to fix that. I have to put RTV on it, if I even keep this manifold, because something's wrong with it, obviously. Okay, so we want to set this torque wrench down. Down to the minimum, store at 10 inch-pounds. Then put this back. So fucking angering. Most basic shit that should be simple and easy to do. I mean, I couldn't imagine this thing standing up to 89 inch-pounds. You know, and these instructions are for the metal intake, not the composite. So, I mean, what the fuck? Whatever. I'm gonna have to call them on Monday then. It fucking pisses me off. Great. Whole weekend. Fucking wasted again.